Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is FATIN NURJANNAH binti AZMI from AP 1154C. Today, I'm going to present an article entitled Genre Still Facing Financing Issues. This article was published in New Straits Times newspaper on 16 May 2019. This article was wrote by KTB. In this article, it discussed on Sir Shardon Fernandez's thought on government initiative to address the financing issues faced by the genre. What is genre? Genre is the millennial who rent for a long time. It is because they cannot afford to buy one because of their lifestyle and their income.
In this part of article, the writer mentioned several reasons why the millennials couldn't afford to buy a house. Some of the reasons are because of higher cost of living, challenging labor market for youth, and also the millennials tend to spend on cars, smartphone, food, and travel more than saving. They, this makes them difficult to leave the comfort of their nest and move to their own house. The writer also mentioned that family background also play a huge impact on millennial in housing market. Wealthy family. Usually, the kids from wealthy family get financial assistance from their parents, which means they also can save more or get even more money than low-income family household. It is quite common for a wealthy family to give a house or an apartment to their child as they are turning 18 or they are starting out a new life which is married. Some of them also get a house because of the passed down. It is totally different from those who come from low income households. They have to work hard and save enough for over the years to be able to buy a house that costs below than 300,000 ringgit. By the time they were able to buy a house, their age is probably late 30s or 40s, married with children, and have a household income of 6,000 ringgit and below. That's why millennials nowadays tend to rent than buy. The rising problem of why millennials couldn't afford to buy a house is mainly because of the rising cost of living. The problem in Malaysia, the income level of people is not in line with the rising cost of living. It is said in the article that Malaysians are paid lower than those in benchmark countries. Next is home financing rules. Getting rejected after all the hard work that you have put in applying for a house loan can be disheartening. Some loans get rejected for a number of reasons, such as not having a steady job, having too many loans, for example, car loans, personal loan, and home loan, and also have lots of commitment. To be extra, they have a bad credit score as well as failure to submit all the relevant documents and details. Loan can also be rejected if a developer or a project is in the bank's blacklist. That's why it is important to check whether the developer or a project is in the bank's blacklist or not in order to make sure that your loan is approved. In this article, it also mentioned a few steps potential house buyers can take to get their loan approved. First of all, if the loan was rejected, get the details from the bank on why the application was denied. If the rejection was based on wrong submissions, then quickly organize the relevant documents and details required by the bank. Next, apply for a new loan. But before that, talk to the bank's representative to see what we are actually eligible for. because some people do not know what amount of loan that they are eligible for. According to Fernandez, lack of knowledge about the home loan process is a concern among the first-time and young purchaser, which might lead to their application are rejected, leaving them a black mark for the future application. As mentioned before, it is important to know the amount of loans that we are eligible for in order to make sure that our application for loan is not being rejected. As said, nearly 60% of loans are rejected by value, which means the applier apply the loans much higher than they can afford, which is the reason why their loans are not being approved.
As a conclusion, I think it is important for millennials nowadays to have stable income and saving. It is because it can help them in getting loan much more easier. It is also to make sure that they can afford to buy one house at a young age. Next, they have to know the details of the loan procedure and the amount they are eligible for. It is to make sure that their application is not being rejected.